3-0 eSports. Week 10, Day 2, Set 2. Last set of the split. It is going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be Rockport versus Galaxy Gaming, both teams.
You think it's going to be Rockport versus Galaxy?
No, I said it's going to be a fun one, I think.
Oh.
I believe.
I thought you said, I think it's going to be Rockport versus Galaxy.
No, I know the teams. I didn't join this lobby and said, is this Amped versus Olympic?
Shut up. It's not my fault there's too many freaking G tiers in this league. Not one day. One day. Maybe during playoffs. Although, you know what? Galaxy's not even in playoffs, so it won't even matter. Olympic is in playoffs, though. Maybe I'll get it right then when Olympic plays.
Maybe. Maybe.
Shut up, Trooper. I don't know. Like, it's OGG, and then there's GG, and then there's like one more G. I swear, it's in there.
Goo, GOO, OGG, GOO, and GG.
Yeah. Too many freaking G's. Well,
all right.
RPT's team is still the same. The only thing that's different is Hunter T is playing top. But he has done that for them before. Otherwise, as far as Galaxy, Big Daddy Ducks is on the team, Kappa Crusaders on the team. I'm not sure about the bottom three.
Suko he's been listed as a sub for a little bit. Didn't have the minimum games, but he does now. So Suko's eligible. And then not in playoffs is Kiora. And Hopeless used to be their mid laner.
That's funny. Not in playoffs. Cool. Meme.
Yeah, so they've got one sub, and that is Suko. And then, yeah, not in playoffs. That is Kiora. He said right after this game he's going to change it back. Well, he might. He said he might keep it until next season and see if he makes playoffs, but we'll see.
But that's a long time.
It's a long time to run the name not in playoffs.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Sorry, I dropped my wallet. I had one of those money clip extending wallets. So that's why it sounded like it was metal.
Because it was metal?
Yeah, because it in fact is actually carbon fiber. So
is carbon fiber metal?
Technically, yeah.
Are you sure?
It's a hard substance.
I mean, there's plenty of hard substances that aren't metal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's considered a metal. Oh, why don't you know? Let's look it up on Google. Is carbon fiber considered metal? Carbon fiber versus carbon fiber part.
I don't think it's a metal.
That doesn't explain anything. It just says the carbon fiber part is as much higher either than steel or plastic. That just that just says it could be metal, but it's also plastic.
I mean, right. I mean, you can have something that's really hard that's not a metal, though, right? Like,
I know, but like there's hard plastics out there.
Right.
But it's still basically metal.
All it is like woven carbon, pretty much. It's fiber and carbon, like fibers of carbon. It's in the name, carbon fiber. Carbon is not a metal.
Carbon monoxide?
Well, carbon monoxide is an offshoot of carbon.
So they use gas fumes to make carbon fiber? Or exhaust fumes? Yeah. That's a gas? What's...
Business Trooper is a teacher, by the way, I'm pretty sure, so I'm glad he's in the chat at least. But onto this pick ban. Enough about carbon fibers. Urgot gonna be the first pick up for Rockport, presumably going into the lopside, but can be flexed mid. Gonna be answered by Pike. Looks like Galaxy. Might be looking to have a little bit of fun with that pick here. And the Karma as well. We'll see where they end up moving everything. Trooper, what kind of teacher are you? Are you a science teacher? Alright, yeah, see? Trooper knows all. And Lucian, Alistar, Suko grabbing himself the Zed. Lysandra going to be taken away from Heat Viper, which is weird. I don't know if Viper really plays the whole Lysandra. It is a pretty strong counterpick to Zed, though, so that explains why that would be banned. And the Cho'Gath taken away from Kappa. Strangely enough, well, I guess not really strange enough. I was going to say, like, the Malphite and the Orion and all that stuff got left up, but they do have a new mid laner, and it's picked Zed already, so I guess that's not as surprising, but still, Galaxy trying to take Heat Viper off of some comfort picks. And Rockport trying to do the same against Kappa. Get him off those really strong tanks. Give Urgot a nice matchup where he can dominate him through the whole thing. So I don't know what happened to DHA. His Discord is completely offline. I think he DC'd. Cannon picked up. Could be bot lane. Could be top lane. Never know. Probably going to go over to Kappa Crusader. And Rockport looking to answer it with a Vladimir in the mid lane for Heat Viper. Should do okay against the Zed. And Chambert wants to get himself something he can try and get some good map control off of. Rek'Sai is fairly good at that. The Tremor Sense is a very powerful tool if your team is using it properly. Good mix of damage here for Rockport. Physical, a little bit of magic from the Vladimir. Good ability to bust through tanks. Not that there are any, as Galaxy gonna lock in the Jax. And that will allow Galaxy to really dump out some damage. They do have the Karma in the bot lane, theoretically, for Kiora, unless they do a last-second swap here. That'll be pretty interesting. Looks like they're mostly just trying to have a little bit of fun. Galaxy already locked out of playoffs, so doesn't matter a whole lot for them. And really, the only change left that can happen in terms of playoff seeding is if Rockport lose this set, they will drop below Battlecast. But Rockport drafting pretty well here, whereas I'm not really sure what I think about the Galaxy draft.
Hi.
And what do you know? We've got him back. The deserter has been caught. He's been brought back to the desk.
I actually don't know what happened there. Like, my internet for some reason reset itself, and then I was sitting there talking to you, And like you just stopped talking. I'm like, wait, what happened? Hello? And then I looked and my internet was down. And then I like went to go check my modem and I was like, it's resetting. Huh. That's weird.
That sounds nice. That's what
Yeah, so
all of us wish our modems would
it
do.
is back. So yeah, I don't know what happened. And then like when it did come back, I had to like restart my computer because it like wasn't connecting for some reason.
Well, welcome back. You didn't miss too much.
Yeah, just the end of the draft.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
it's like. Did we do an over under?
I did not, because you came back right before the timer started. So.
Ah.
I don't know. What do you think we can do? Let's just.
Can you track how many executes Pike gets?
No.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was actually a stat on him or not. I was gonna say, could do something like that.
No, we're gonna do which team gets first blood.
Sure. Oh, is that a Karma Pike bottom I see?
That is a Karma Pike bottom lane, you see.
Seems very interesting, but also at the same time, I feel like that could work.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to have decent poke, but definitely going to make them lack a lot of damage later on.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to depend on like whether or not it works is if they pick off whoever's bot Hydreion.
Yeah.
Because if they don't pick him off and then Alistair just re-engages, I feel like he just, like, that bot lane just gets shit on. Regardless. So. This one's actually kind of hard to call, though, for First Blood, because both teams do have quite the amount of damage. GG having the more upfront burst, at least in terms of First Blood goes, but... Problem is even with their upfront burst, I feel like Rockport can still turn it around.
Yeah, I don't see a way that Galaxy gets anything done with this comp. This comp is what you call
But no of it on Rockport.
bizarre at the best.
But it is the last game, so like Amp, I'm sure they're just having fun.
So. Yeah, and again, barely any repercussions to be had from this, so might as well get a little bit of joy in.
Yeah, really the only thing that could possibly happen is Rockport lose second, but
yeah,
very, very low chance of that happening.
Heat Viper
Which
going
is really
for
sad
the
to see,
spellbook.
because especially being Galaxy, they played so well midway through the split, and then like towards the end of it, like it just like they still kind of played well, but they just were not playing out wins.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Yeah, they weren't coming as fast as they had been. And I mean, it's entirely possible that this is actually just a game plan that they have going for this kind of comp, because they do have Suko and he is a newish mid laner for them, right? So put him on a carry, get Jax in the jungle for that consistent DPS. Play a little bit of a different style. It's not like they're out here playing, fiddlesticks, 80 carry.
No, yeah, no. I mean, it could also just be, too, they're giving some of their subs a little bit of playtime since obviously being the end of the season. Maybe try something new as long as they stick around for next season, because it would be nice to see them come back. They are one of the more solid teams that's been around. There really has not been many changes in their roster.
Galaxy?
Yeah, at least towards the end, wasn't it?
After week 5, before week 5, they didn't even have a roster, essentially.
Pretty much.
It's like, who's gonna play for Galaxy today? It's just been Kiora.
Oh, was it Kiora? Well,
Kiora's the only person that's been around the whole time, and he was a sub. He was a sub week 1.
Yeah, because I know he wasn't the original owner, and then like I think after week 5 they just gave ownership to him. I guess.
Captain, yeah. It's still owned by Elite Omega, but
Oh, it is. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's
I
just the
wasn't
team
sure.
captain. Because Elite doesn't play. He just
Yeah.
runs it.
It's always nice to see things like that though when they're run by somebody else and then like the team just stays, because generally those teams tend to stay around a lot more, being that they are just ran by somebody. Because then
Right.
it's more dependent on the person that's running it to give up rather than the team. Which is why one team decided to totally disband afterwards.
They're gonna... Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Zed went for the 3 pots instead of the refillable.
He probably just did it just to sustain longer versus the Vlad poke. If Heat or if Heat Viper decides to really go for that early damage, but it really doesn't even look like he's really harassing him too much.
Yeah, it'll give him a little bit more upfront. I mean, quite a bit more like upfront sustain in the first recall, but if he ever does get pushed out and does need to back, that's definitely going to be something that he's going to be feeling, having to spend that extra gold.
It's just more dependent again based on how aggro.
Ooh, no, Juice at level 2 and he wasn't quite ready.
Yeah, Hope was kind of baiting in his bot lane there for a minute, and he kind of pulled in the Alistair, and then
Yeah.
Juice just kind of went for the combo. So
yeah, I think they weren't expecting the All-Star to hit level 2 right there, but you got to count the minions and figure out when they're actually going to be able to do that. Pyke now also getting engaged on. Get an okay amount of damage
that's
back.
definitely one thing you should always look for, like which wave has died faster. And
right. It takes a total of 7 minions, at least in a solo lane, to hit level 2. I'm not sure how many in a duo lane.
7? I thought it was 6.
Nope. You cannot get it off of the first wave. It's the first melee minion of the second wave.
I don't know why I thought that.
That's at least in solo lane. In a dual lane, I'm not sure how many it is because I don't play dual lanes. But
dual lane it is I think it's whoever kills the melee set off of the second wave.
9.
Yeah, second wave.
I'm hearing
it
is 9. Yep. So that does make sense. Yep. The first 3 from the second wave, but yeah, usually it's if you're playing a lane, it's good to know what kind of farm you need to hit a level in that lane specifically.
Yeah.
Jungle, top lane, mid lane, bot lane.
Which is why, especially when it comes to solo lanes, you probably see the biggest difference the most, because even though bot lane generally has a lot more engages, like
they're gonna just straight up flash onto him. Wow, that was a really good engage and combo damage. Now Suko in a little bit of trouble to flash forward. Heat Viper is able to get it. The Power Q finds the kill. Big Daddy Duck's not gonna be able to find anything for himself as they catch out Suko.
Oh, Kappa.
Yeah, Kennan's taking a little bit of damage, but he's fine. Gonna be able to lightning rush out of there.
Yeah, for a minute there, I almost kind of looked bad. After Schomburg flash missed a Q, I didn't actually think his the lifesteal from Vlad's Q was up yet. But I guess he was able to get it, so it kind of stopped the death and also got the kill. So,
yep.
But again, the biggest difference with level advantages definitely seen in solo lanes, especially top lane, generally determines the lane as whoever hits 2 first. Bot lane, not as much, generally, just because you have 2 people down there, so you can normally play safe depending on who your lane is.
Yeah, I mean, it's really lane dependent, right? If you get an Alistar lane, you can get that level 2 all-in super easily, whereas if you're like Janna or something, you don't really care as much.
Oh, yeah. Janna's just more about getting the tornado for level 2 to stop that engage.
Yeah.
So, which is probably the bane of all Alistairs, is the Janna. Janna is fun early, not so fun after 6. I guess maybe only fun early too if the Janna actually sucks at stopping the Alistair combo, but otherwise if she's actually got it stopping the Alistair combo, it's cancer.
Yeah.
Just won the contest. What? Oh, first blood. Oh.
Yep, first blood. Yeah. Shambo is going to get caught in his own jungle, though, a little bit in trouble. He is going to fall down, but I think non-playoff's going to go over to Hydrone.
Yeah, really nice, I guess, return kill from Lucian. Unfortunate Sean got caught, but I guess that's one thing you don't really expect too much, especially when it's a Pyke and Karma just randomly in the blue side jungle. Not really sure actually why they were even there, now that I think about it. Just randomly there, find the Sean, or find the Rek'Sai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't really do too much though. I mean, it's a nice kill and all, but he actually is still like a sizable lead ahead of his Jax. I'm actually surprised how far he is. They actually
yeah, he is going to get engaged on here. The death mark might not be enough to pick him off. He didn't land the final shurikens, which means Heat Viper's just going to get to walk away. It was actually really good timing, too, because Heat Viper had just used his pool, so there was no way for him to dodge any of that other than just standard juking, and seemed to work out.
Yeah, and I was going to say another thing that was also kind of unfortunate, too, that Heat Viper's ult was actually down previously, because if that was up, they might have actually been able to still turn that and possibly kill both of them after surviving, so... Yeah. But at least he does get out with his life. So...
He does, and he has Spellbook, so he's able to swap over to TP, teleport back into the mid lane, not lose any kind of map control off of that. This is going to help him out a decent amount.
Bet we hear that. Yeah, probably. But then again, Ugly, he is not you, so he was not the frontline AD carry of the team. Lol. 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 XD. That was one thing about Rock Fart. We all kind of had our own memes. Steve was he farted in his mic once when, like, literally everybody stopped talking, and then he farted, like, right at that time. And then Uglies was frontline AD carry.
Here comes the engage. The flash in from Juice. Going to be able to get the pulverize ahead, but sends Karma into the wall. Trample proc. Gonna stun him. They're going to be dead.
Very unfortunate for Karma. Got hit pretty far back. Very nice by Juice, though. Nice to see. It's nice to see good Alistairs. You don't really see that many good Alistairs.
Yeah. Luckily, like, most of the Alistairs in our league are pretty darn good.
At least the ones that play it. Because they either play it or they don't play it, so...
Right.
You hate to see the Alistairs that generally, for some reason, still can't land a combo, even though they basically, like, I think we talked about this before, and you said that you pretty much can't mess it up.
It's pretty hard. That is
how they buffered the Q.
That is true.
It's hard and it's not hard.
Yep, Hydroon, though, is gonna dodge away from the Phantom over to Toe, saving his movement spells very wisely.
Fortunate he missed the W there, but they might still be able to get a kill here. He actually found himself in a pretty rough spot.
Looks like they actually want to try and turn it around. The Trample proc, though, and the Phantom Toe this time is going to land, but he doesn't get his ultimate off. Shambo's here, landed the Q, going to be able to land the ultimate as well as they chase forward onto the Karma as well. So much damage coming out from this Rek'Sai. Very strong early game jungle pick.
Yeah, almost a nice play. Really good turnaround, though, by Rockport. Really good dodges by Hydrone, really able to dodge most of that CC, and then also not having the Mantra Q that Karma should have had. Just engage here. He can actually turn this around. He's got the full combo.
I think with that ultimate, he might actually be able to get good work done there, but Daddy Duck's going to flash in, not finding the kill, though.
Really good flash show by he if I were to dodge that stun. That, like, if he got hit by the stun there, he was definitely a goner.
Yeah. It would have killed his life for sure. I'm not sure. Did Jax flash and a leap strike in? Or...
Yeah, he flash leap strike in.
Okay, yeah. That's why typically, if you're going to burn flash as Jax, you want to burn it just for the stun and then save your leap strike for when the enemy flashes. That way you can still chase after.
Yeah. I don't think it was in range, though, for the initial leap strike, so he probably thought that he was going to flash, like, early. And I think he had already pre-charged the counter strike as well, so...
Yeah,
Unfortunately, having a pre-charge and then the cooldown that it has
a little bit.
really was not going to be able to do much.
Right, a little bit of a missed time combo, it seems.
Yeah.
So
But
not
either
gonna get the
way,
kill.
good escape by Heat Viper. Saving the life by the skin of his HP bar.
Yep. And they are in firm control right now. Rockport almost 3,000 gold up at the moment.
Yeah, whole 6 kills to 1.
Doing,
Pretty big lead.
Yeah, doing pretty well in every single lane. Only lane that hasn't seen action yet is the top side.
Oh,
And bot lane, again,
no.
hopeless, trying to get that bone skewer off, but it just is not helping. Now here comes 3 people up top. Just mentioned there was nothing happening here. Heat Viper in with the ghost, doing a lot of damage. So if he's able to pick up the kills, Kendratinu going to find his first of the game. Now they can possibly look to focus down a little bit onto this tower, but they do need to be careful from an engage from Capra Crusader if he chooses to do so.
They actually do have the Rift Trail here. I'm surprised that Sean actually still hasn't dropped it.
I think they're waiting to get maximum potential out of it.
There now, so it is nice to get maximum potential, but generally, at least from what I've been taught, you want to do it as the wave is going to tower, so that it matches the wave coming in, instead of just waiting until the wave gets to tower. Because then, generally, especially if you have to push forward to get that extra damage to kill it, you might risk the wave dying and then getting re-engaged on because you waited so long.
Which is generally true, but typically in those scenarios, you're worried if the enemy team has wave clear. They've got a Kennen and a Zed, not really going to be able to clear out a wave very well, especially when there's people there to take the first hits or so and reduce the damage. So I don't think they were worried. I think they wanted to make sure that they were going to call it in and not have to worry about the Kennen trying to get an ult off to stop the call-in, which is where you do want the wave to be ahead of you, because then they have to deal with the wave instead of being able to jump on you.
Yeah, which I guess in that sense then does make sense. So, yikes. Nice E. I'm kind of surprised the headbutt actually still went off, even though he dashed out instead of following him. So, I guess that's the Alistair headbutt, though. There's a lot of weird animations. Yay, farm. I will say the one thing that kind of annoys me with this Zed skin is the
The flash in, but didn't do anything afterwards. I'm not sure what he thought was really going to happen there, but the flash from Hopeless to answer with the Bone Skewer landing on the Hydra, and the shutdown does actually go through. It was stolen by Karma, but money did still go into Hopeless's pocket because of it.
Yeah, you did actually still miss the ult, so I think it would have gone over to somebody else.
No.
Anyway.
I mean, it gave Pyke the gold, which means since he was going to get the kill, but because Karma stole it, it gave him the kill gold for it. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Fairly certain, not positive.
Yeah, what Alistair was trying to do there is the probably hardest combo I feel with Alistair was he was going to try to go for the flash headbutt pulverize, but Karma with the fast fingers and the flash able to flash out in time, but still losing, I think, one. Unless they
they're baiting Suko in. Chamber was right around the corner. Heat Viper made it look easy.
Yeah, that's probably one thing I've noticed, actually. I think as long as I've really played with Rockport and seen Rockport, especially when Chamber plays jungle, they really try to play around Viper's lane to make sure he gets ahead. MN bot. Brothers. Yeah, that is true. I forgot they were brothers.
Yeah.
Those that don't know, Sean and Heat Viper are actually both brothers.
Never falter.
No,
Yeah, did land. They're not going to be able to do anything here. Might actually not even want to stick around for a fight, as Daddy Ducks does get the stun off, but the heal from Heat Viper's ult going to save him anyways. Now Suko is here, but doesn't get his spells off in time. Is going to find one kill trying to dash out, but Schombear on that Rek'Sai doing so much damage. Hopeless has no way out. Going to die there as well, as now the Karma next on the chopping block. Going to be falling pretty soon. A triple kill for the Rek'Sai. 6-1 and 3. Having a pretty decent game for himself.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go straight for the Dragon. Would be nice to see them get a tower. They might still be able to get it afterwards, depending on how fast they do it, being that it is Lucian Rek'Sai. Let's see what else they do. But I was actually kind of more surprised that Jack Stun actually still landed on Schombear there. Or not Schombear, Heat Viper. Because he was pulled for so long and that Counter-Strike was already going like before he pulled, so... That is a Karma Teleport. And then just Mantra Key the wave. Try to clear it out. Looks like they're not going to be able to get it.
Yeah.
Schombear decides against the Stain. And looks like bot lane is going to back as well. Or they're deciding against it also. It'll probably stay since the bot lane of GG is back.
I mean, they're decently far ahead. They can probably take a fight as, yeah, I mean, Karma taking that way too aggressively. Couldn't do it at all as Hydreion. A little bit too much damage with this play. The Rune King trying to get the damage. That pink ward sees you. You didn't finish clearing it out, Hopeless. So you are not an invisible little pike as he goes down. Now Cap Crusader trying to get engaged off 100 Noob. Not using a Slicing Maelstrom quite yet. It is coming out now. They find the burst combo to finish off the Urgot.
Yeah, getting the stun off and then getting the Counter-Strike off. Really kind of putting Hunter T in that spot of why is there so much CC on this team. So not able to get the ult off in time to really kind of turn it around. But yeah, Karma going in when she was at the time 2 levels down. So I mean, and on top of that, I want to say she did just use her mantra. So there was no way she was going to kill Hydreion there. Even with Hopeless there. Hopeless is also 2 levels down from Hydreion.
Yeah.
Though he is low on mana, he still has a full item.
And he's an AD carry, so mana not the most important thing even for a Lucian. Yeah, this bot lane for Galaxy should not be playing aggressive anymore.
Yeah, at this point they're pretty much just around to support the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to just run in and give Rockfort kills over and over like they have been, that's perfectly fine, but that is their prerogative. That's how they're going to lose a game. They've got to sit back, catch some waves, try and get some items to the point where maybe Suko can find a one-shot, but Hopeless is going to get knocked up trying to clear out this ward. He's going to fall down.
No.
Didn't even get the plus 30. Now Cap Crusader trying to bait out in this top side. Doesn't have his ult, but Heat Viper's arrived as well. And the Hemoplague's going to land on...
That was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It looked like things were about to get really good there for Rockport, and then both of them just kind of flashed and got out.
It was time to get serious.
Feels bad.
Oh my god, Karma able to flash away from the headbutt pulverize.
I feel like both times that Jesus tried to flash headbutt pulverize, Karma's had flash up also and just immediately flashes out. That's always a feels bad because it not only just kind of ruins your flash and engage, but on top of that, just 80% of the time makes Alistair look stupid. It's like you just flash and do nothing, and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
Prism again, 13,000 points. How do you get this many points?
I am not sure.
I must know the secret. I don't know if that's a spectator bug or if Zed is actually doing this much damage to everybody on the team, but I swear I see his mark on everybody all the time, regardless of if he actually does damage to them.
That's like a notification for his ult, but Galaxy is going to be running up into Rockport again, giving over a lot of kills. Suko's going to be dying. Double kill for Schombear.
Schombear? You mean Hydreion?
No, Schombear's the one that got the double. Hydreion got a kill, didn't he? But Schombear got the double.
Oh, he got a double? They killed 3? Oh, they did kill 3. Okay.
Come on, DHA. Pay attention, bud. Don't correct me when I'm wrong. When I'm right. But don't correct me when I'm wrong either.
Don't correct me when I'm wrong, right? I guess there is no way to really say those. I guess Rhine. Rhine is how you would say those two together. I guess because they both start with R. They both. I don't know.
No clue. This game is definitely not looking too good for Galaxy. Rockport sitting at a 10k gold lead 39 minutes in, but surprisingly not trying to push for too much. Don't know if they're just not really comfortable trying to push or if they just really want to play the slow game. With this kind of lead, they could really just walk up and take whatever they wanted.
What are you talking about, Shady? I don't smoke pot.
Hey, thanks for the bits there, Crisis. And good effort this season.
Yeah, hopefully you guys come back. It'd be nice to see you guys come back for next season. Actually, it'd be nice for once to actually have all the teams come back for next season. So far, that has yet to happen. Other than Rockport and DOV. I guess Vex did come back, but, you know, then they turned into Battle Vex.
They turned into something better.
Technically, yeah. Because Vex was kind of struggling, and then they formed up with Battlecast. Now Battlecast is actually pretty strong right now. Probably one of the strongest teams that are in playoffs right now.
Yeah, one of them. Probably, I mean, top 3 team. I mean, they're top 3 seeding. I think it's hard to argue with any of that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all teams have a chance to be invited back. It's just more, or what's the word I'm looking? More or less, I guess, dependent on if they decide to come back, or like maybe if like rosters change, I guess. But
yeah, the sword on top of their head it's an indicator for Zed, and it means if he kills them, because Zed gets an attack damage buff if he kills people. So that means that if he kills them, he'll get the max amount of attack damage that he currently can from that buff.
Was it always shown that, though? I feel like it used to never show that until after he damaged them, but now it's just, like, always on their head.
Well, I mean, it's for spectate, it's special, but Heaviver with a huge flank, the enemy team is dipping and dodging away. They're not going to find anything quite yet, but it does get them tower presence.
Battle Castle's Black Jaguar. I forgot you did that to them in that one game. I forget who you called that.
What do you mean?
What did you call that? Black Jaguar on Battlecast?
I mean, Battlecast and TPR are both like half of Black Jaguars or Org, but a really nice engage from the Kennen. Going to be stunning them up, actually turning this fight into a really big advantage right now for Galaxy, but it is slowly going back into the way of Rockport, too far ahead. They don't have to do too much, but there goes Sean Bear. Doesn't have the damage to finish off the Kennen, so he's going to get killed. Now Big Daddy ducks. Going to try and clear out the wave if he gets his counter strike up. Might go for more, but he does get engaged on by 100T Noob, and it's just a little bit too much crowd control now. Hydron trying to chase forward. The Fear Beyond Death going to land into the Karma. He gets pulled into the grinder. And now Cap Crusader, last one alive, trying to run out. Not going to die quite yet.
That was the weirdest animation, though. It looked like Urgot flipped the Jax the minute he was about to start his stun, but then I don't know if Juice already had his stun up or if he pulverized, but because it was a flip, the pulverized animation like mixed with the flip. Like you didn't see the animation go off, but he was like stunned for so long because it showed the stun indicator, but you didn't see any like stuns go off after the flip.
Yeah.
Jag minus Jag management.
Yeah, they're saying, but we were Jags. Like, no, you weren't Jag. You're the same players, but you're not Jag.
Ah.
Yeah, because, I mean, they don't have Lucius or Prism, so Battlecast is 60% Jag.
Feels bad they got rid of the reverse bridge.
But Rockport with the Baron. Gonna be pretty well set up to try and close this game out finally.
I hated that game. He literally was like, he wasn't like killing us, but like he was annoying the crap out of us because every time he showed up anywhere, he got a tower or got like something for free. That game was so annoying. I was so happy when it was over. I was like, yes! We did it!
Suko's in a lot of trouble. Didn't even have a chance. Hydrone is just a little bit too fed right now.
Yeah, he's got 3 items at 25 minutes. With 218 CS and 10 kills, might I add. He is currently nearly half of Rockport's kills. Has participated in about 60% of all kills done. 18 out of 24. Pretty big kill participation number.
Yeah.
83.
Pretty darn good, and they are going to be sieging up onto the second inhib, but engage from Kennen, kind of trying to get stuff done, but doesn't have a stopwatch, so he falls down quite immediately. First execute comes through from Pyke, looking for more. Suko running away from Heat Viper as well, but he's going to get hit up by the Tides of Blood. Double kill over to the Vladimir. Hopeless still alive, trying to get the regen, but I just don't know if they'll be able to make any kind of play here, as the majority of Rockport still stand. They're going to be taking these towers with their Baron. Looking for more kills. Hydron going for the disdain, not going to land, nor with the throw beyond death. And Sean Bear, no! Hit by the laser. But he's doing it for style points. They're going to be going on to the last tower, going for the inhib. Sorry, for the Nexus. And now they're going on, but Hopeless tries to get something done. The Zanyas, though, from Heat Viper stalls any hope at that. And Rockport in 27 minutes going to be taking game 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, kind of never really able to get the Zonias, so, I mean, him not having Zonias is pretty much a big part of his engages. He did have a lot of really nice ults, but survived just kind of going in and committed suicide because Hydrion able to just kind of turn a lot of his focus right on the cannon the minute he showed himself, so he just instantly died.
Yeah, Hydrion, 22,000. Or almost 23,000 damage. Pretty good number for him there. And, I mean, I would personally think Hydron MVP because he maneuvered really well in pretty much every single fight.
Yeah, I think he did really well, and especially like in a lot of the bot lane engages, really being able to dodge like so much CC. Like there was like so many times that it did almost kind of seem like he might have gotten caught, but like being able to dodge a lot of the Pyke stuns at the very last second possible by dashing out of the way, and then still being able to either turn it on Karma or Pyke was very well done to really snowball the lead bot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely good play from Hydron and the rest of the team. And it's not like Rockport were even playing around Hydron, which is their typical strategy is just hard play around bot, but
yeah, it pretty much was like they more or less actually played around mid for the most part. It was mostly Sean Bear ganking either the Zed or counter ganking the Jax, because Jax just kept coming mid and just was never able to really get anything off. I think they only really killed, at least with Jax, they only killed Sean or Heat Viper once.
Yeah.
And every other time he got out with either a sliver or an annoying amount of little health. But that's Vladimir, being able to sustain and pretty much take a bunch of damage for free. And then eventually late game becoming I'm just gonna lifesteal everything back. Holy lag. That was weird. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Hedgeron is pretty garbage. He's a pretty bad player. Not sure who Albooty is, but coming in and saying Hedgeron is bad. I'm not really saying he's bad, but screw Hedgeron. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody at this point knows who we are, Ugly. Not only is like the owner of RPT, but even from last season, like most players have pretty much experienced you at least once.